welcome back. Today I have another account for you guys, and today we have Omega ZA. Okay, he is a EU player. He's a whale light. Okay, I have once off bought Lynae top ups. Okay, before and after reset, just for the double up bonus, but otherwise I only buy the battle pass and the monthly subscription. Okay, I have bought skins, but never will for a specific character. Okay, skill level. Day one player, being able to clear most of the in-game content till now, but I have struggled with in straight matrix. Okay. Current and previous one mostly use straightforward 1, 2, 3 rotations. Okay. Units to focus on. Most of my characters don't have build echoes at the moment since I am in the process of redoing them. Characters to focus on would be the ones present in my team lineup. I've since completed Bennett and working on improving Cartwheel and Lupa echoes. Okay. Extra notes. Kuro has truly best my account for this anniversary. Check my limited pools and characters history. I would prefer if he sends me like a picture of his like Wuwa tracker. I will try to get him to be that so I can just put a picture here. If he does get it, y'all see a picture right here. But if he doesn't, unfortunately, I'm not going to be looking at it because that's going back way too far in the pool history because you get a lot of pools in this game. But that's going to be it for his account review notes. Now we're going to look at here and see what his account is like. He said that most of his characters he's currently rebuilding them. So let's see what is going on right now. But before we do that, let's have a word for today's sponsor. Are you looking to get Lynae for cheaper? With Enjoy GM, it's a safe way that lets you get in-game top-ups at a discount up to 21% off compared to the official price. The $100 pack only costs $80 here, which is an insane discount. Confused on how to top up? All you need is your UID, server region, no giving your password away. And after you do that, you're gonna look over in the game, and then you should get it here in a second. Boom, there you go. The Lynae subscription has hit my account. I'm going to show you guys this is my account right here. As you see, my name, my YouTube. Better yet, by clicking my link in the description and being a new user to Enjoy GM, you get an extra 8% coupon on your first top-up bonus on any game you desire. Not only that, Enjoy GM is trusted by the PCI DSS with a 4.6 review, so you can shop safely with no problem. What are you waiting for? Use my link to hurry up and get those discounts and sweet old good pool with Enjoy GM. Now, okay, here we are on Omega ZA account. So he has a rover profile picture. Have fun and be happy. Smiley face. Okay. He is a February 18th, baby. All right. He is level 80. Let's look at his friends list right here. His friends list is basically himself and another dude. That is absolutely diabolical. But yeah, he is level 80. So if you want to get an account for me, you have to at least be level 65. And you can join my Discord to get an account review very easily by going to the link right there in the description of the video. Look for the account review session after you join the Discord. Look in the pinned comment section so you can see how to get the format for the account reviews. And you can do your format and you can apply very, very easily for account review. But let's look at his pools. He currently has no pools. Pros absolutely have no bulls. He has 48 corals. Okay. You can see he has a little bit of the blue things too, but let's look at his Lynae subscription. He has bought this, so he has a few days of this, or not a few days. He has 118 days of this. He bought these skins, as you can see, he even bought the bite skins. Let's look at all the outfits right here, actually. So he has every skin except for Zandy. I'm just gonna guess that he just doesn't have Zandy, so that's why he doesn't have the skin. Yeah, you do not own a Resonator, so he doesn't have Zandy, so that's why he does not have the skin. But let's look at this other shop right here. Yes, he has basically fully bought now this shop except for the $100 one. Maybe if he wants Lucy them, he probably buys this too. We don't know. We don't know. We will see. But let's look at his characters right now. Okay, so for his characters, he has his Arrow Rover here. It is a decently nice build Arrow Rover. It is good enough. It's good enough. It's not Arrow Rover you build. You don't have to really push it too hard because Arrow Rover doesn't do like an insane amount of damage. So yeah, it's good enough. The Kachona. This Kachona build is decent enough. Like it's good enough. Okay, ooh, the weapon I would definitely change. See, like this weapon is like when you're running her with Carthea, it's not that good of a weapon, but if you need it for the ER, then it's okay to run. But other than that, I would just try to run this because this is like way better. At least it helps her do a little bit extra damage. And this one is just you really only going for the crit stat and then the ER. This one is at least she gets the crit stat the attack, and she gets this whenever she does do the tune break on the team. So like you're getting a little bit more benefits of this, and this weapon could be way more optimal on another character instead of her, because Carthea simply is just not doing anything with the attack buff from it, so it's just kind of useless. But the build itself is good enough. It's good enough. So yeah, that is very, very nice. Carthea, the Cardia build looks good, but I could tell you're missing like some rolls here. Yeah, you're missing a crit damage roll. You're missing a crit rate roll right here. Yeah, you're just missing a tad bit of rolls. So you're almost there. You're almost there. But even then, the ratio is definitely good enough. It's definitely good enough build to clear. I can tell you that for sure. This is definitely good enough build to clear. Macro Traces is very, very nice. No dupes. No dupes. Okay, Hiyuki, no dupes. The build is decent enough, good enough to clear, but I can tell you're missing crit rolls again, or you just rolled a very, very low. I think you just low, very, very low on literally every stat. That is a little sad, but the ratio you have right now is good enough. Like it's definitely clear. The ER, I don't know unless you do quick swaps, which you said you don't do quick swaps. You're just like a 1, 2, 3 rotation guy, then you might have a little bit of issues with your ER. So yeah, but besides that, R2 weapon on Hiyuki. I guess that's one of the things you said you got lucky on during the anniversary. You got a double on her weapon, probably. That's very, very nice. Sigurika. The Sigurika, oh no, 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 no. This Sigurika build is not okay. So she definitely needs ER. But I'm guessing since you said like you're rebuilding your characters, I'm sure Sigurika is probably one of those characters you're gonna be rebuilding, because she needs ER so she can get this little part right here to get that damage bonus, all that good stuff. So you're missing a lot of damage for not having ER on her. Besides that, you have her weapon, you have her on the set is low key good enough. But yeah, just try to get that ER. Try to get that ER. She's a kind of harder character to build, but once you have her built really nicely, well, then she will hit like a tank. I could promise you that for sure. And then we have Aemeath. Ooh, yeah, I could tell you're missing a lot of stats here. Yeah. Yeah, like you're missing a crit damage roll here. The crit damage should be a little bit higher. The crit rate is good. The ER is good. The attack is also good. You're just missing a crit damage roll. Will this make a difference in your clear? No, you'll definitely still be able to clear even with this build. But yeah, okay, yeah, no do so far. But all the characters have had their SIGs. If I remember correctly, only like the supports didn't have their SIG. So it was usually just Kachona. But we'll see right here on the Mornye. He does indeed have the Mornye sig. I'm sorry for the little bit of lag. He's on the EU server, and I'm uploading the video actively while doing his account review. So, yeah, ping is a little high right now, but the Mornye build is good enough. Is a good enough Mornye build. I like it. You have her sig. One of the few. So, ooh, the Lynae. Ooh, the Lynae. You have her weapon. That's good. The Lynae stats are very, very cooked. Yeah, they're very, very cooked. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so your Lynae is lacking on in every department except for the crit rate. She needs a little bit more ER. The crit damage is lacking way, way too much. And like if you're gonna get to like a decent stopping point for her crit damage, just try to get to like 30 more crit damage. So you need like 21, 220. I mean not 220, 250 crit damage, 250 crit damage, around like 230 ER, and with around this about of crit rate, and you're good enough. Basically maxed out traces. That's very, very nice. And you have no dupes still so far. Chisha, ooh, this is a really good Chisha, except for the ER. I could definitely see her not getting her ultimate. I could definitely see her not getting into it, especially in like 1, 2, 3. So I could definitely see you like struggling to get that ultimate a little bit, which is going to be a little bit sad. But yeah, it's a good build on the crit stats at least. Choyan, oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to help you. So I'm going to help you a little bit here. So this is what you do. When you build in Choyan, you literally just go here. Wait, pause. Unless you're a DPS Choyan. Okay, you're not DPS Choyan, so you don't have that privilege. So you're going to go here. You're going to go here, go all the way down. Moonlit Heron. You see this? Put this Heron on him just like that. Okay, and then we're going to go his 3 cost. We're going to go here. ER. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to go down to his set. So we go all the way back up to the top. 1, boom. And then we get a different 1 cost, boom. And you genuinely don't even need to level up any of this. Only thing he needs is a crit rate. Okay, so you just need to level up this right here. Level up this to a little bit and level plus 15 this, and then your Chogan is basically done. So then he'll be around like 250, 150 ER and enough crit rate. So because Choyan does 0 damage, his damage is literally 0. So Yeah, you just need him to be on Moonlight, and you need him to be buffing, which his buff is going to be very nice since you do have his weapon that gives right here the 20% echo skill damage buff, which is very, very nice. And then we have Galbrina. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just grab the whole build. Yeah, just grab the entire build. Why did it not go off? Oh, it did go off. It was just lagging a little bit. Yeah, just grab the entire build. Put her back in the works. Put her back in the works. You know. Ooh. She's missing way too much crit damage. She is missing way too much crit damage. Like, yeah, and I'm about to say a few crit rolls too. Few crit rate rolls. Yeah. Yeah, she's missing a little bit too much crit damage, even when you've been on a crit damage forecast. Her crit damage should be like almost 20% higher. And then your crit rate is like also kind of like your crit rate is good. Your ER is good, your attack is good, your crit damage is way too low. It's way, way too low. Yeah, but basically that besides that, you got like max out traces and then no do so far still. Augusta, this Augusta build is honestly pretty good. It's honestly pretty good Augusta build. I just wish you had a tad bit more crit rate, but you probably had double crit on everything. You don't have double crit on this. You could have a little bit higher crit damage. But yeah, that's a really good echo. That's a really good echo, by the way. The holy, what the heck? That is an insane Augusta Echo. Yeah, but you could try to get a little bit of better piece here. Honestly, I wouldn't even try too hard for it because it's definitely still like you still get like crit damage from like here. You get like 20-ish, 25-ish, I think. But yeah, so you're like your crit damage, you're not worried too much about it. It's more so crit rate, which honestly, I don't even think you could get that much higher of it because you actually got some good crit rate rolls. Yeah, it's just like the ones you got a bad career on was here, but it's with like a really nice piece, so it's kind of like is what it is. So honestly, it's a good enough build. It's a good enough build. It's definitely way more than enough to clear. I would definitely max out this. I would definitely max out her skill. Yeah, and that's probably about it. Yeah. So for Lova, this is a 96 crit rate for Lova. How are you even getting 32 energy? Who's getting 32 energy from the substat? That's crazy. But besides, oh, definitely max all of these out. Definitely max all of these out on Phrolova. 100%, 100%. S1 Phrolova, I would definitely consider her S2 one day. Her S2 is very, very good. And besides that, it's a good Phrolova build. It's definitely way good enough. And then we have you did say your Lupa was in the works. You did indeed say your Lupa was in the works. So we'll skip past it. We'll skip past it. Cantarella, ooh, ooh. So she definitely needs yeah, she definitely honestly you could just do this. You genuinely could just do this. Where is ER? ER. So you could literally just do this. Boom. She's literally fixed. So literally just level that up a little bit. She just needs the ER. The crit stats really doesn't really matter that much to her because she gets carried by Phrolova. You have Phrolova on her 6, so she's literally just gonna get carried. But yeah, you just need her to get her ultimate to make her rotation smooth. That's all you need for her. But besides that, no dupes, basically maxed out traces, and I think that is about it on Cantarella. Let's look at Brant. Oh, the whole fusion team needs work. Every fusion character. Brant no sig. Brant no sig at all. Yeah, there's no sig at all. I don't know why you pulled this. I don't know why you pulled that weapon. That is a little diabolical. Yeah. The brand is also in the works. He's also in the works. The fusion characters are in the works, so we'll skip past those. Phoebe. This is a good enough Phoebe. Ooh. Well, you don't have Zanny. So I guess it's a DPS Phoebe. I guess this is a DPS Phoebe because you don't have Zanny. I would definitely max out her traces. Like probably these two. I can't remember if I don't think her thing is in here. I'm pretty sure it's just these two you need to max out. And that's really about it. So if it's a DPS Phoebe, you can run her with like Phrolova and like Spectral Rover. Or you have Lynae, right? Yeah, you could run like Lynae, Spectral Rover. Yeah, those will work. So yeah, you have a few teams you can run with the DPS Phoebe, especially since you have her weapon, which is very, very nice for her DPS. Oh, Oh, she's getting rebuilt. I could tell with some of these characters you are indeed rebuilding. Carlotta, I'm pretty sure the only things you need to max out is just these three. It's literally just these three. 'Cause I don't think her enhanced base. I could be wrong. Maybe her base, like the enhanced basic, is in her like actual bases and not her forte basic. I don't know. I really think it's in here because I'm pretty sure this is literally it right here. But yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just these middle three you need to max out, and then that's really about it. The Carlotta build, it lets you making a good progress here because, yeah, it like you're making good progress. Genuinely, genuinely, the Carlotta build like is coming together very, very nice. Let me look at your scale damage. Yeah, 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 your Carlotta build's coming together very, very nicely. Camellia, oh, she's dead. She's dead. So you're rebuilding her too. You're rebuilding her too. Camellia, I would level up everything for her because Camellia teams are just kind of homeless. You literally just have a team, but you do have her weapon, so that means she could definitely get 5K clears as long as you actually get a pretty good build on her for like the DPM part. But you would definitely have to learn how to play her a little bit there. Shorekeeper, the Shorekeeper build is good enough. It's good enough. I'll definitely max out this. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. S1. Hey, if she ever gets a rerun, S2 is worth it, by the way. It's definitely worth it. Zhang Liao, dead. Well, you have his sake. I would definitely build him. I would definitely build him. I would definitely build him. And for what to level up, I'm pretty sure it's only these two. I'm pretty sure you only need to level up these two. So yeah. No dupes, but you have him in his weapon. He is pretty strong with his weapon. Even without his weapon, he's still pretty strong. It just kind of depends on like how if you know how to play him or what team you play him. Like this team still Fox K and DBM. So yeah, if you just learn how to play them and you build him up pretty nicely, you can definitely clear steal. It's just oh, it's just dead. So I'm guessing you're rebuilding her too. Her traces don't really matter that much, so you could just kind of leave them where they're at and you just really need to get her like a decent amount of query. You can either put her on Moonlit or the coordinated attacker set. I think the coordinated attacker set is a little bit easier to build her on because then you could at least put her on like a little bit of crit rate, so where she could proc the set, and she does just a tad bit good damage because of the set boasts her coordinated attacker damage. So it's like a little bit worth it type of damage. So if there was anything you was to max out in her talents, it would just be the ultimate. So the coordinated attacks do a little bit of extra damage, but that's really about it. Just try to get her a good amount of ER. Chang Li, ooh, she's also yeah, she's also in the works. She's also in the works. What the max out on her? Yeah, these three middle ones. These three middle ones. And the intro, because the intro is always gonna hit since it gives you a true sight stack, so you might almost max out because it's like free damage. But yeah, yeah, the Chang Li, keep working on it. Oh man, don't slander my goat. Please don't slander my goat. Oh, Jinshi. Oh. Ah, ah. Okay, Jinshi. I'm pretty sure you only need to level up these two. These two is the only ones you need to level up, and then you're basically done. I'm not gonna. You don't get to wear her stuff until you get her a good build. She doesn't get the. She doesn't get to have any of her things. You gotta get my build on it. You gotta get my goat on a good build first. We gotta take the skin off her. Let's unequip the skin. Until you can get my goat a good skin, then she deserves all her good stuff. So yeah, fix my queen, fix my queen. Yinlin, Yinlin is actually really really good. If you want to learn how to play the game and you want to get really good high scores in DPM, I promise you, these two right here on the same team, and you learn how to play them. Oh my god, it's so good. Like you can get like 8-9 Ks, depending on how good you play the team. What you would level up on the Yinlin is honestly everything. Probably except for the intro. I think you can skip out on the intro, but everything else, I would definitely max it out. But if you're not gonna learn how to play the team, I think only leveling up these three is good enough. But if you learn how to play the team, leveling up per basic is good because you spam the heavy. You really spam the heavy a lot in the team when you learn how to play them together. Plus, you have her weapon, which is very, very, very nice. It's very, very nice. I really wish I had her weapon on my main account, but I have the battle pass, so it's good enough. GN, you have his weapon. You literally have all these characters and their weapons, and they're just not built. I mean, they probably did have builds, but like they were like really, really bad, so you just got rid of them and you're like rebuilding them. But yeah, GN, honestly, honestly, if you want to make things easier for you, pull S2 Carthea on her rerun and literally just run Kachona with your GN and build GN on a Carthea set. That's the one thing you could do, but that would require you to learn how to play the game, at least for like the GN part, but not the Carthea part. But yeah, but it will be very nice. Honestly, not that bad an investment. And then I think that is all S4 Calcharo. S4. Oh my god. S2. Oh, I don't know S2. No S2 Verita. S S4. Wait, these were S5, and I were calling them S4. I can't count, but I think that is it. I think that is it for his characters. Favorite build. Favorite build has to go to probably your phrolova. Honestly, I really like your phrolova build. It's definitely your best build. So yeah, I like the phrolova build. Yeah, 24% basic attack damage. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. I like it for a little bit. But let's go to his in-game clears and his overall expression. Okay, so for his in-game clears, he is able to full clear the TOA. Okay, so you use the gen sheet. So I'm guessing this was like back then we had the builds on them, so it's gonna stay there even though if he doesn't have the builds on them no more. So this is when his gen sheet was actually built and stuff, but he killed all of their builds. So he used Phrolova to clear this side tower. He used Zhang right here to beat this one. This was also when his Zhang used to be built. And then he used the Augusta, right there. Very, very nice. And then for the middle tower, he duo cleared with Aemeath and Mornye. Aemeath, Mornye, shorekeeper clear right here. And then he used the Hiyuki current premium to slam this on the bottom floor. So that is very, very nice. Look at his WIWA and DPM. Okay, so here we are in the WIWA part. So he has a 5.1 currently in the current one. So that's a very, very nice. What is this team? I mean, it works because, Furlova and Hiyuki are just really freaking strong, especially in like WIWA. But that is insane that he has a 3K on the other side with the Aemeath. Last one, he used Sigurika for a 2.2K and then 30K. I mean, not 30K, 3K for the Aemeath shorekeeper. Very, very nice. Let's get his DPM. Okay, so DPM, he doesn't have a clear. Did he get any of the rewards? Okay, so he did have a clear. So he managed to get 35K. We just don't know what teams he used since he reset it. But he ended up getting a 35K. And I don't think I can see like what was his clears before like he reset it. Unfortunately, I don't think we could see that. But yeah, that is going to be his DPM. He got 35K with whatever he did. We don't know. Open world exploration. He has 100% of the 1.x, 100% the Black Shores, 100% of the 2.x also, and then the 3.x he also fully 100% it. Way, way better than my account, honestly, genuinely. But let's go get my final thoughts on this account and stuff like that. Okay, so for my final thoughts on this account, I think this account is pretty good. It's just that none of his characters is built. Like they, even the ones that are built, they don't have really insane builds either. Which they have clearable builds. They have clearable builds. You don't have to have an insane build to have a good account, but he has clearable builds. It's just that he needs to change a little bit of things. The best build that he has, I just really can't say anything about, is really just below. Besides, like she has 30 ER for some odd reason, which you can't control that. But that besides that, he has just a lot of characters that are just not built. Literally, Brant and Down don't have builds, and besides the Phoebe actually has a build. But Brant and Down and Shorekeeper, none of these characters have builds. They're literally not built. So that's just a lot of characters that's unbuilt, which you are rebuilding. So I can't blame you. You said you didn't, the builds weren't good enough, so you're rebuilding them, which is something good. A lot of players out here got really bad builds, but you have clearable builds on your account, so you are able to clear the in-game content. It just said you were struggling a little bit on the WIWA part, not WIWA, DPM, but you did clear this current DPM. You got literally everything except for like the 58K one, which I feel like your account could definitely do. You just need to get all your characters built back up, and you could definitely do the 58K. On the skill level part, I have no clue. I don't know if you can do that on the skill level part. I will have to see you play to actually know that part. But you said you do like 1, 2, 3, so I'm just gonna think you're like barely over the limit to go and do something like that. But it is really good. You have a really good account. You have a lot of characters. You have a lot of characters. When you said you were like well light, I think you're more like just a light spender. Like you just spin to get the characters, not to go all in, get into S6s and stuff. You have to have like multiple S6s or like multiple S2s to be considered a whale. But I'll say you're more like a light spender. You just go and get the characters and their weapon, because literally all of these characters have their weapons except for like a few supports, which is literally just being Kachona, and I think that's literally it. I'm pretty sure Conchona's the only character that didn't have. Oh, and Brant. Brant didn't have his weapon. These are the only characters on his account that literally doesn't have their signature weapon. Every other character on this account has their signature weapon besides these two. So yeah, your account is pretty good. You just need to get them built up. But if I was to give your account a rating, okay, if I was to give your account a rating, I would say right now you're chilling at a cool A minus. But once you get all your characters built up with a really usable good builds, and you can start going on you in-game content stuff like that, you get all them good builds, you learn how to play your teams a little bit better, and stuff like that. I'll say your account easily can be at probably an A plus or even an S minus. I don't know. I think the S minus is a little bit too hard to give you, although you have a lot of characters and way more than enough to beat all the in-game content in the game. When it comes to giving a character player an S grade in this game, I feel like you really got to have that investment level because at the end of the day, it is a gotcha game. Even if Wuthering Waves power creep is really not something that's saying, especially we clear still with like the free characters and 1.8 characters, you literally did to get your account at S rating you need to have some type of investment because having an investment on a character and on your account is way more value than having multiple characters in their signature weapons. It's just way more value because these characters dupes allow them to do the most stupidest things. I mean, look at Carthea. Once you have her S2 or S3, you literally start selling with the character. That's a very large jump between you just having multiple characters on your account. So it's something that I would think you should look into if you want to have that S rating, which is not an insane S rating. It's not like my grade actually matters. But I would say right now your account is sitting at A minus, and then once you get all your characters built up and stuff like that, you easily go up to like an A plus. But yeah, right now A minus is what I want to give your account. You have a really nice account. Keep working on those builds. It's like you've been doing a very decent job at going on there and building some of your characters again. Out of all these characters that you actually really rebuild is this Galbrina. I did not like that Galbrina build. She's not gonna touch that build anymore. Get a good Galbrina build, and then build my queen, and then put her skin and stuff back on her. You can't put her skin and stuff on her until you get her a good build, by the way. And then you're gonna send a screenshot of her good build in the server, yes, in the Google chat. But that's gonna be it for today's content. If you guys like the time content, you should definitely like, comment, subscribe. And I will be doing some more giveaways, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be doing one whenever I get 1,000 subs on YouTube, and I'm gonna be another one I get 500 members on the Discord. So definitely look forward for those. I'll announce those sooner or later here. Sometime in the future, y'all see them. Probably a little bit during the Cyberpunk collab. And I think that's going to be it. Yes, I'm going to get out of here. I have a lot of work to do. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. But I'm going to get out of here.